you rolling?
Now I'm rolling.
Okay, crap, that was a good take. Alright, and now we're going to move on to our end of the year anniversary movie. Crap!
That's the beginning of the video.
Today is January the 3rd, 2010. And this is the Ads Movie Reviews anniversary / end of the year movie award special.
It's been a year already.
A year has passed, and the Ads Movie Review crew is 1 year old on this exact day, because this is a day that at least I consider the Ads Movie Review to have been formatted, because that's when Alan, myself, and come in the shot, sir. Come in the shot, sir. Mr. Wilson right here went to go see The Spirit, and that's the first movie we went to go see. And actually, Alan and I, when we were talking about how we felt about it, that was actually the first movie we gave for the FX TBS rating.
But it was the first movie, so it does kind of have a special place for us in some weird way.
Yes, it does. And it was let me see, because even though we didn't actually review it, you know, it was the first movie we ever gave a rating to. Let me see, and I remember back to when we were talking over about how we wanted to do a movie review. And at first we were talking about doing videos like we are now, but you know, we didn't have the capabilities. Neither one of us had a video camera. And then, so we just, you know, had to start doing it with the blog and everything like that. And you've actually said that you were surprised that we've made it this far.
I wasn't really for sure if we would be here today, 1 year later, still talking about this, but it's happened. We've been diligent. We put it forward. We've done everything that we possibly can. We've written over 60 reviews. Our friend Mark, he informed me a few days ago that we collectively we spent well over $1,000 on movies this past year.
Wow.
Which is kind of depressing, but at the same time it's kind of shows a little bit of commitment that we want to see movies, review them, and help you out on what to see and what not to see.
Thank you, movie theater, for taking all of our money, but you give us something to do, and we appreciate that. We love criticizing you, well, not criticizing you, but giving the common man or common persons, for political correctness, the insight of what movies they probably should or should not go spend their money on. And now for our awards special, where we'll give our picks for the worst and best movies of the year, and a whole bunch of other categories in between.
I'm going to start off with the worst remake of 2009. Jerry?
Well, we have had a lot of remakes this year. Many of them being really, really, really bad and practically blasphemy against the movie that they were remaking. In my opinion, what I chose as the worst remake, definitely The Stepfather. It had a little bit of it had some good parts, especially when he killed this elderly lady. It's like, yeah, because you never see it, like, elderly people and children in movies are oftentimes off limits. This movie, you know, went over that limit, so I applaud them on that. But the rest of the movie was just garbage.
Yeah, Stepfather was definitely kind of a letdown, you know, even for a remake. But for me, the best or worst remake from 2009 would be Sorority Row, based on the original 1980s film, The House on Sorority Row. It was just a combination of rehashing the same idea that we've seen many, many times in movies, even other than The House on Sorority Row. The acting was bad. Everything was bad. It was just a pointless film. This past year in 2009, we saw a lot of sequels come out, as it's kind of become the norm in the recent years. And so now we're going to do our presentation for worst sequel of 2009.
My pick for the worst sequel of the year is going to have to be Street Fighter: The Legend of Chun-Li. I mean, it had the action sequences were good, but the acting was a little bit subpar. I mean, at least with the original Street Fighter movie with Jean-Claude Van Damme, at least they knew what that movie was. They knew that it was a Street Fighter movie, and they weren't weren't trying to take it serious. They made it comically over the top. This one, they tried to be serious, but it kind of failed. And that's why I chose it for the worst sequel.
It was a good pick. For me, it was Final Destination 3D. It was basically, in my opinion, just a scam to make money off of people. Be cautious of every 3D movie, except maybe Avatar. They did. Cameron did a nice job with that. But I mean, it was just the worst acting I've probably ever seen in any movie, A movie or B movie. It was just horrible. The 3D was not even that great in my opinion. It was just kind of dumb.
And now for the most surprising movie award. This year we've had a couple of movies that came out and surprised us, that we just weren't expecting to be as good as they were. The most surprising movie is going to be The Fourth Kind.
Yeah, I mean, it was very well promoted. We know now in retrospect it wasn't authentic, as it was kind of portrayed to be, much like the Blair Witch Project and things like that, but it was much more effective. It was very well researched. And I'm hearing people now on the internet coming out saying, ooh, it looked fake and all this stuff. Yeah, you're saying that now because you know they staged it. But at the time, when I saw it in the movies, it brought back the stories that I've heard about The Exorcist and the original Frankenstein back in the 30s, when people in the theaters were literally getting sick. I saw people crying, people having to get up and leave and be consoled and things like that. It was really quite disturbing to the people there. The people who stayed, including myself, when the film ended, we just didn't kind of get up and file out. We just kind of sat there and kind of wondering, what the heck did we just see?
All right, and now for the most overhyped movies. Over the year, we've had many movies that were overhyped as being the best movie ever, or gonna be the final movie, or gonna be, the best movie experience since ever. Unfortunately, many of these movies did not live up to that standard that they were promoted as. This one, I believe, is pretty much unanimous as well. Is this gonna be Paranormal Activity?
Yeah, that movie was just similar to Final Destination 3D, where I really felt tempted to get up and slap some people that were acting scared and everything.
It wasn't necessary. Now, for a film being shot on a rumored budget of $15,000 as an independent film, I thought it was pretty good, but it did not deserve the amount of hype that it received. Like, I remember in one advertisement, it was named as the scariest movie ever, and in my opinion, it is not the scariest movie ever. It is actually, it dragged on a little bit too long in my opinion.
And for our next category we're going to look at the best science fiction movie of 2009. And like the others, there's a lot of movies that came out that showed promise and that we got to see.
All right, and for my pick for the best sci-fi, always Star Trek. That was just visually, and it was visually stunning, and it stayed mostly true to the Star Trek mythos. It was just executed wonderfully, and again, best science fiction movie ever.
Bold statement there. I'm going to go with District 9, promoted by Peter Jackson, and I really like the movie. I like the story of it. Whenever I watch a science fiction movie, I want the story to be really good, more of a sci-fi backdrop, and I really like the story and how everything developed and all the social issues that are looked at in it, and thought it was really good. Loved the ending. Kind of reminded me of E.T. in a weird way. It was really good. And now to the next category for the 2009 look back at the movies. We're going to look at the best horror film of 2009.
Now for my pick for the best horror movie, it's sort of split. It's like sci-fi and horror, but the best horror movie picture in my opinion is going to be The Fourth Kind, and it's because it messed with my mind. It was psychological in the way that it was executed, and now I will admit something that I haven't told very many people. I couldn't get to sleep at all that night after seeing The Fourth Kind, and I haven't had that happen to me since childhood when I watched a scary movie.
Yeah, it was a very impactful movie that we mentioned before, and I also will concur that The Fourth Kind is probably the best of this genre. It's the only movie that really had that kind of an impact on me ever, really. And I've been watching all kinds of movies since I was born, and had wonderful parents. And but anyway, it was one of those, you get home, you get out of the car, and you try to run inside because you don't know what's going to beam down